Isn't that just super cute? Valerie is out with Tim checking on the bee boxes. They're all suited up. We usually would have looked at them maybe a month or so ago and then not again until October. But since we had so many new hives this year from catching swarms, as well as just being busy with everything else, we are now checking on them. And we will pull some of the comb out and the honey to harvest. And Tim will go ahead and put those frames back in. We will take them back to the house, the rental house, to go ahead and finish processing the honey there. And he'll button them back up. And we won't get back into them again this year, so they'll have a chance to really take advantage of the fall flowers that are blooming right now, or weeds for all of those who are suffering from pollen allergies. Anyway, he's going to go ahead, take care of those today, put everything back together, and then when it gets a little bit colder, another month or so, he'll button them up again to insulate them to get through the winter.
Hello. So I'm working on my soffits over the dormers, and it's really been quite a pain in the butt. So I originally wanted them to stick out 12 inches all the way around, and that didn't work. On the sides here, ended up just going slapping a 2x6 on the side and ripping it down to about 4 1/8 is what the angle ended up being, and then I'll have some cedar over that, which will bump it out another 3/4 of an inch, actually 1.5 inches, because there'll be a full length and there'll be a smaller piece to get a little bit of detail. And that also pushes your drip edge out a little farther away from the wall. And then on the end, you can see it's, I'm not sure what that's called, it's not cut to where it's straight up and down, it's cut at the angle of the roof. I don't know there's a name for that, I can't remember what it is right now. But anyways, because there's no gutters on here, that will keep water, when it drips off, less likely to hit the fascia and stick on it. So while I'm up here, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Usually about this time of night, Nat and I go on a walk and to see a sunset. We haven't had any really good ones recently, but get up here at the top of the roof. Look at that, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Probably get even better as the sun gets lower in the sky. Anyways, so all I'm trying to do right now is I gotta tape that one up, and the middle one's done. I'm working on the east one right now. So get those taped up and then I'll be done for the day. I'm gonna run out of sunlight here pretty soon. And then tomorrow I plan on coming back. I was going to stay here tonight, but now I got a meeting in the morning. But tomorrow I'm going to work on this side, this soffit on this side, and the other side. And then once that's done, the whole front will be done. I had the foam insulator guy come today. I got one bid. I got another one coming, I think tomorrow. And I was surprised the bid wasn't really as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was kind of nervous, but it didn't come out too bad, so that'll be a nice thing to get out of the way. Another thing I learned is that I was fully under the impression, you watch that while I'm talking, I was fully under the impression that you had to do it above a certain temperature, but he said no, they can do it as long as it's not below freezing. They can get out here and work on it. Man, what a sunset. Valerie and I did the bees yesterday, and kind of about, probably about more than half. I have a 5-gallon bucket, about probably 2.5, 3 gallons of honey yesterday. Anyway, so insulation, I'm happy that that price came in pretty reasonable. So I have another bid coming up, and I'm pretty sure it'll come in about the same, so happy about that. And I'm also, that means I'm not under the gun to get everything done right away. But I gotta get the taping before the sun goes down. I'm gonna run out of light pretty fast.
I'm rendering the beeswax for the last time this year. We had a small harvest. We didn't want to take too much this time since we're going into winter, don't know what winter's going to look like, and because the hives most of them, except for that one, are still fairly new, so you don't want to take very much. Anyway, so we did our last harvest. I'm going to go ahead and render this. This is melting down. This is the first processing of the beeswax. And I'll strain it, then I will do it again, repeat it, strain it, and heat it up with, it's got water in it right now, and then you use less and less water. But I do have a full video on how to render wax, so I'm not going to go into that.
So since we're now getting bids for the insulation, we need to button up a few things on the walls. Here the girls are helping me just tack some scraps we had laying around to give the insulation something to adhere to and something for the guys to spray against. So instead of using brand new sheets and wood or things like that, we're just trying to use up whatever scraps we can find so we have the least amount of waste possible. It didn't need to be beautiful, it just needed to be pieced together. I try to include the girls on as many projects as I can so they can learn as much as possible.
Sid, you're really close to your leg, baby.
I know.
Well, you're really close to your leg. You're making me nervous.
Well, this is the...
Honey, you're going to stab yourself. Yes, you are.
If I do, you can say I told you so.
You're like an inch from stabbing yourself. Stop. Slide it over. I can see, honey, you're literally on your leg. Slide the whole board over, baby.
I can't. That doesn't work.
Put it on top of him.
There, I'm done with that side. I'm gonna go to the other side, and that's farther away from my legs. Once I move over.
Not stabbing yourself in the leg was probably a good lesson to learn too.
I am combing the inside of this for insulation.
Wow, that's called a thermal break.
Okay. I'm thermal breaking this wall.
Yep, and it keeps the cold from touching the studs. Right?
Yeah.
And because this is such a small spot, this is a perfect job for you. Good job.
Thank you.
Keep going. Oh. Keep hitting her head on this. What are you doing?
I'm working!
You're working? Are you the mad scientist worker in there?
Yeah.
Trying to put the puzzle together? Good job. Keep figuring it out. You'll get there.